There are motorhomes. There are luxury motorhomes. And then there are rolling architectural statements that feel less like vehicles and more like moving pieces of the future. Tonight, standing beside this extraordinary machine under a sky painted with aurora and starlight, I'm looking at something that feels almost unreal. And in a way, it is. Before we go any further, I want to make something beautifully clear. What you're seeing here is a fully fictional, AI-generated concept motorhome created purely for imagination and entertainment. It does not exist in real life. There is no manufacturer behind it, no production plan, no secret prototype hidden in a design studio. This is a digital dream, and today we're going to explore it as if we're standing right here beside it. Now, take a moment and absorb the proportions. This motorhome stretches out with the presence of a high-speed train fused with the elegance of a superyacht. I would estimate its length to be somewhere in the 45 to 50-foot range, possibly even pushing beyond that, given the triple-axle configuration at the rear. The stance is commanding, yet low, with a long, sweeping roofline that tapers subtly toward the back, creating a sense of motion even when stationary. The front fascia is almost marine-inspired. Instead of a traditional flat RV nose, we get this rounded aerodynamic prow that looks as if it was shaped in a wind tunnel. The windshield wraps dramatically around the front corners, forming a panoramic glass canopy that blurs the boundary between cockpit and sky. It's tinted, but not opaque. You can sense the openness inside. Now, look at the paint finish. This isn't just metallic, it's layered. Deep midnight blue forms the base, but embedded within it are flowing streaks of emerald, teal, and electric indigo that appear almost like liquid aurora borealis trapped beneath clear coat. Under different lighting, it shifts, it glows. It reflects the environment like polished obsidian infused with cosmic energy. And notice how the body lines are not straight. They ripple. There's a continuous wave that travels from the front wheel arch, sweeps upward through the midsection, and cascades toward the rear. It feels organic, almost biomimetic, like it was inspired by ocean currents or wind carving across dunes. The LED lighting signature is razor precise. A thin electric blue strip runs horizontally across the front, forming a futuristic eyebrow that gives the motorhome a confident, almost sentient expression. Lower down, stacked LED clusters sit in sculpted housings, integrated cleanly into the fascia without visual clutter. Along the side, a luminous ribbon of light traces the flowing body contour. It doesn't scream for attention, it glides. At night, this would feel less like driving and more like sailing through darkness. Now, let's talk about the glass integration. The side windows are massive, stretching nearly uninterrupted along the upper half of the vehicle. But they're not rectangular. They're sculpted into the body's curves, following that same wave motif. The lower deck features secondary windows, hinting at a two-level interior layout. That alone changes the entire category. You're not just looking at a camper, you're looking at a mobile penthouse. The triple rear axles reinforce that impression. 6 wheels at the back, each fitted with turbine-inspired alloy rims that appear aerodynamic and flush. The tires have a low-profile, highway-optimized look, suggesting this concept was imagined for long-distance grand touring rather than rugged off-roading. The wheel arches are subtly flared but integrated seamlessly into the flowing bodywork. There's no bolt-on aggression. Everything feels sculpted from a single continuous piece. Move your eyes upward. The roofline is fascinating. Integrated solar arrays stretch along the top in sleek, darkened panels that blend almost invisibly into the surface. There are subtle aerodynamic fins and antenna modules positioned toward the rear, possibly for satellite connectivity or autonomous navigation systems. It's futuristic, but restrained. And then there's the setting. Reflections of water ripple beneath it. A small fire burns nearby. Mountains silhouette the horizon. The aurora dances overhead. This concept feels designed for explorers who crave isolation without sacrificing elegance. Emotionally, this vehicle evokes calm confidence. It doesn't shout. It doesn't try too hard. It simply exists with authority. The overall design philosophy appears to center around fluid luxury, not boxy utility, not industrial ruggedness, but seamless integration between technology, nature, and comfort. Imagine arriving at a remote northern lake after a 12-hour drive. You park. The exterior lighting glows softly against the water. The sky above you erupts in color. And instead of feeling like you're camping, you feel like you've transported your private retreat into the wilderness. This is not about escaping civilization. It's about bringing refined living with you. And as we transition inside, the question becomes even more compelling. If the exterior is this fluid and ambitious, what would the interior of a concept like this feel like? Let's step inside. The door mechanism would likely be flush and electronically actuated, sliding open silently to preserve the aerodynamic profile. As you enter, the first sensation would be openness. Given the height and length we're seeing, this concept certainly houses a two-level interior layout. The lower level could function as a lounge and kitchen space, while the upper deck serves as a panoramic master suite. The flooring would likely be engineered composite hardwood, warm in tone to contrast the cool exterior hues. Soft LED strips embedded along the baseboards would provide ambient glow, adjustable depending on mood. The main lounge area would feature modular seating wrapped in sustainable vegan leather or advanced fabric blends designed for durability without sacrificing comfort. Large, curved windows would flood the space with natural light during the day, and at night you would feel suspended in the landscape. Now, the kitchen. Compact, yes, but intelligent. An induction cooktop integrated seamlessly into a stone composite countertop, a hidden refrigerator drawer system, smart storage compartments that slide out silently. Why it matters is simple. When you're traveling long distances, efficiency becomes luxury. The ability to prepare a warm meal beside a glacier-fed lake or coastal cliff transforms the entire journey. The washroom would likely feature a space-optimized wet bath design, glass partition, rainfall shower head, water recycling filtration system integrated beneath the floor. Designed for future travelers who expect sustainability without compromise. Now, let's imagine the upper sleeping area. A queen-sized platform bed positioned directly beneath a panoramic skylight, electrochromic glass that tints at the touch of a button. Lie down, and above you, the Milky Way unfolds in absolute clarity. This is where the concept transcends utility. It becomes experiential architecture. At the front, the cockpit would likely feature a fully digital wraparound display, augmented reality navigation projected onto the windshield, AI-assisted driving systems imagined for semi-autonomous highway cruising. Powering all of this, in this fictional universe, I would envision a hydrogen electric propulsion system,
silent acceleration, massive torque, extended range optimized for long-distance grand touring. Roof-mounted solar panels would supplement onboard battery systems, enabling off-grid capability for extended stays. Imagine remote working from here. Satellite connectivity keeps you linked to the world. Meanwhile, your office view is a fjord, a desert plateau, or a forest valley. In summer, it becomes a coastal retreat. In winter, a glass-wrapped sanctuary beneath snowfall. This concept suggests a future where mobility and permanence blur, where home is not fixed to land, where luxury adapts to landscape. But again, let's ground ourselves. This motorhome is not real. It is a digital exploration of what future travel could feel like. And sometimes that's enough. Because imagination drives innovation. Design concepts spark conversations, and visions like this challenge us to rethink what a motorhome can be. Standing beside it, watching the reflections shimmer across the water, I'm reminded that the future of travel doesn't have to be louder. It can be calmer, cleaner, more intentional. So here's my final thought. If vehicles like this ever become reality one day, it won't just change how we travel, it will change how we define home. And until then, we get to dream.